Welcome to Friday Night Nitro. Now this is a 2006 HPI Hellfire SS. But it's got a problem, guys. It's got a sickening problem. Let me wait a little while till people show up here inside the stream, and then we will begin trying to make this one great. Now, I don't want to say great again. You want to know why, guys? Oh, we got Timothy Kungus. The reason is, this is literally brand new. Now, it's great, but it doesn't need to be made great again because it never really ran, okay? It was a kit, it was built, I got it, and we gotta get it in running condition. Now, I know, guys, I haven't exactly told you what the problem is, right? Have I told you what the problem is or why I am wearing a nerd shirt? Well, I don't own any purple stuff, but HPI is known for the purple gang. So I figured one of these stripes over here is probably really close to purple. I don't know, it's probably really close. Now, let me just say hello to everyone here, and we will continue talking about this model. I have some other interesting things up our sleeve. I also have a very early hot bodies next to me. We got Rooster, how you doing? RC Adventures, Paver Saber. We got Geo Mac, currently doing a sickening deal. We got Oscar Aquendo. I'm glad you're here because I'm going to mention you, bro. I'm going to mention you because you got that Serpent. And guess what, guys? I got the Serpent on order too. Now, we'll talk about that in a little bit. Now, this is maybe the second little conversation topic. For some of my viewers out there, you might be aware of what this is. This is a very, very early HPI bullet that's actually a hot bodies. Okay, so let me take this body off because the body don't fit well, you know. This is a hot bodies, baby. So hot bodies actually was the HPI, I would say kind of like their race segment, you know. And hot bodies still exists. We'll talk about this in a little bit, the story, what's going on. And the video on this will be out in a short while. We got Mad Mike, how you doing? We got Texas Hill here. I'm glad you're here. We got my friend Benjamin Martinez. We got Michael Sucha. Judge Joe. All right. I think I missed some of your guys' comments. I'm sorry about that. Who did I not mention? Timothy Kungus. We got Hoser. How you doing? Hoser is back. We got LL. He goes Just Gang. NitroGang. That's right. Brandon Breen. How you doing, my dude? All right. Ron Jeremy. He had the pleasure of meeting you in this week's video. Okay. I hope you enjoyed that. Okay. Now, anybody ever have some hot bodies over here? You know, we're not talking about your girlfriends, okay, or your wives. You know, we're not talking about that. We're talking about RCs, guys. Come on, get it straight. We got Nitro Express RC. Thank you guys for supporting this channel over all of these years. You know, my channel, guys, just so you know, I'm not here to brag, so I'm not going to brag. I'm not going to tell you. But we could always keep making more Nitros great again. But let me put this one to the side. This is a hot bodies right here. We'll discuss this in a little bit. In fact, I was doing a little bit of research on this hot bodies. And believe it or not, it seems that this particular model, the GT10, was released before the HPI bullet. Did you guys know that? Did you know that? Yeah. Okay, we got a question from Mad Mike. He goes, Hybrid, do you have any Caster Nitro RCs? No, I am not sure what that is. Caster Nitro RCs, is that a brand? I'm not sure I know what that is. Okay, anyways, we're going to continue right now, guys. We got Dusty. Grady, how are you, my dude? Goes, what's up from South Carolina? All right, SC, greetings from NY. Okay, and people here from NJ and also CA. We got anyone here from LA? DC? GT10? PA? DE? ME? I don't know. Okay, but we're going to continue, guys. Now, I do want to tell you, if you might remember, Timothy Kungus here from the PA. Yes, Texas Hill from the TX. Now, you know, the other day, as you remember, I had like my water heater burst, right? The water heater burst. You guys want to take a guess how much the water heater cost? $1,200. $1,200. It's okay. Do I have a giant water spot on the ceiling? Of course. Of course. Am I going to do anything to fix it? Maybe. Not today. All right. Now, this is an HPI Hellfire. I've had this for actually quite some time. I bought this from a friend of the channel a long time ago. It was from Barista Craig. You know, I know he's had some life changes lately. You know, sometimes he's a little bit busy to watch. I want you guys to know There's no hard feelings. I understand. I don't expect all of you to be here. I don't expect for you to be here every single stream. But once in a while is good enough for me, okay? The NitroGang is going to be here no matter what. Unless, of course, there's like thermonuclear war. In which case, I probably will not survive. Okay? But, oh, Hoser1 gifted a sickening membership to Garage Gamer. Garage Gamer, congratulations. Yo, Garage Gamer, you play like Atari or something? Like N64? PS3 maybe? Maybe a little PS2? Maybe you want to go old school and like a little bit of, you know, Nintendo N64? I don't know. But we're going to continue, guys. JR's Moto Madness, how are you doing, my dude? Terra Curry goes NitroGang forever. That's right. Now, guys, I haven't mentioned yet what the problem is with this model, have I? Oh, we got Scott Otenti, how you doing? Glad to see you here. We got Pitbull Air-Cooled. All the sickening channel members and friends are showing up. I like it. I haven't mentioned what's wrong with this, guys, yet. Nobody's asked me. Why hasn't anybody asked me? What's up, artificial dopamine? All right, man. How do I get some of that artificial dopamine without going to like a nutritionist, you know, or like a sports doctor? How do I do that? Oh, we got A2RC, a big channel with sickening HPIs, guys. A2RC, you want to get some in-depth HPIs? He gives you 4 of them to choose from, okay? You go to his channel, he gives you 4, he does a video on them. I give you 2, and I do a video on 1. Guy's better than me. Sickening, kidding around. Okay, we got my friend John Hensley here. Okay, so let me give you a little bit of history on this model. This is 2006 Hellfire SS. They are not made anymore. It's a damn shame, but I will say HPI is back. They do make truggies, right? The Vorza, whatever. If you want to get them out on HPI, you still can. They are arguably the best models in the industry, you know, arguably. Although the newer ones, you know, part support is a little bit whack. Back during this time period, this is 2006, right? This would have been state of the art. State of the freaking art. You could have went to an art museum and seen an exhibit on this. All right? Now, this is the SS model, so this is the one that you had to build. Everything you see here, other than the engine and electronics, was included. I'll take the body off in a little bit. Obviously, it's not painted right now. And we'll discuss what's going on. But the question I want to know, what is wrong with it, goes A2RC. Guys, I didn't want to say it because someone always says you don't need that, okay? When I say that's the problem, someone says you don't need that. So what do you think the problem is? Go ahead, tell me you don't need that. Go ahead, tell me what the problem is, and then tell yourself you don't need that, hybrid. By the way, this is the factory shock tower. This is not an upgrade. Now, the regular RTR model had like regular, super cheap, you know, stamped aluminum parts. This is like the hardcore milled one, right? The shock tower is all around, beautiful purple hardware, titanium nitride coated shock shafts from the factory. Pitbull Air-Cooled and Benjamin Martinez, Lotus 420. Guys, you guys are smart, man. You must remember what I say from like 2 years ago. Yeah, we got no brakes. We got no brakes. Now, you know, guys, I've dealt with no brakes many, many times. In fact, I once had no brakes on my Toyota Prius. Then I went to the Toyota dealership, and luckily, they love their customers, and they repaired it for free. Okay, there was a warranty enhancement. They repaired my brake master cylinder when the car was like 14 years old. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Total free repair. Gave me like a Dodge. No, they gave me a Mazda 3 as a demo car for like, you know, two weeks. Couldn't believe it. I have a video of it on my channel too. So we got no brakes. Now, yes, I want you to know, I have tried many times to fix the brakes, and I am still in the predicament that I am in today. There's still no brakes. It's real odd. What's up, Keith Tolhurst? How you doing? Now, my understanding is we're going to see Keith Tolhurst's Nitro on the channel probably quite soon. Him and I are in the conversation stages on how to make one of his Nitros great again. And I'm going to help him out. I'm going to help him out good, you know, big time right here. All right, now, for now, I do want to tell you guys, I did order the Serpent On-Road, the Serpent Nitro On-Road. It's in stock right now. If you haven't had the chance to order it, I really advise that you do it. The reason is there's really no more 2-speed 1/8 scale on-road RTRs. There aren't any. So let me take you to the listing right now. Mine just got shipped. I am super excited. The only other competitor is the Hobeo Hyper VT. But to be honest with you, That one's like a lot more money. The 2-speed is real finicky, and I don't really like those Hyper 30 engines. They have carb problems. I don't like them as much. I just don't like them, you know. I know the way that Serpent engine runs because, well, I do have the Serpent SRX 8 buggy, and it is phenomenal. So let me take you to that listing. You guys could check it out. Hopefully it is still in stock. If it's not, well, what are you going to do, you know? So, yeah, our archery goes, nice flannel. Yes, this is actually my work shirt, you know what I mean? Like, you know, so when I go to work, like, you know, if people be pissing me off, like I got an assignment, I'm like, you know, I go to them like this. You got no speed. Don't expect the assignment to be done too fast. Okay? Sickening. So let me take you to the listing right now, then we will continue, guys. So we're looking at the live stream. The very first link, if you can, it would really help the channel out if you pressed the new Nitro Serpent link. So I'm going to press it. We'll just go to it real fast. Hopefully they're not all sold out. Oh my God, they're still in stock. I can't believe it. The last time I did a video on this car, it was sold out basically as soon as I did the video. RC goes, I got one. Speed. Well, bro, I still love you, man, okay? RCs, you've been here for like years, man. You only need one speed because that's all you need. Okay, we got RC Street and Sand. What's up, brother? So 466, there's also a $30 coupon available on this model. Making this honestly like a $430 2-speed nitro. Like you can't really beat that. Let's take a look at some of the pictures. So I do have it ordered on the way. I will give you guys proof. I don't want people to think that, oh, Hybrid be plugging away at A-Main over here. He gets all this shit for free. No, I don't get nothing for free from them. I'm going to show it to you. So the stickers aren't applied right now. This is the upper deck. Okay, Hoser goes, I just got one, bro. I'm very happy. Let me see 1 second here. I got to just check something. Hold on. We got to reload a little page on the site. Take a look at this HPI for now. Okay. All right. Hoser. Just got one. Confirmed. Verified. Order placed. All right. So there's probably not many left. Okay. Let's continue looking back at it. This is a beautiful chassis, guys. The engine is phenomenal. Now, people think that this isn't the real Serpent because it doesn't have an Overossi or whatever. That's not true. It's a sickening 1/8 scale. It's kind of like a buggy chassis. Inline pipe, really nice. Giant front foam bumper, really nice. Also, these shocks, they are very smooth. Basically, the on-road version of the buggy shocks, right? Rear end, pretty much what you expect from like one of these cars. We have sway bars, adjustable threaded collar shocks, stuff like that. All right, Mike Hawk, what's up? So, sorry, guys, I got to do this little Serpent plug for now. The star of the show, we got the 2-speed. We got a 2-speed right there, guys. I also like the dual springs around that head for the header. That is nice touch. Now, dual springs are usually, what I'm referring to is right here, guys, if you don't know what I'm talking about. Dual springs are usually what you would find on Novorossi engines. Now, of course, the older model of these Serpents used to come with the Novorossi engine. But ever since, you know, Novorossi logo is gone, they call it, I don't even know if it's like Nova is them or not or whatever. But it's sickening. We got Curtis Baker RC. Rinks wants to know, what is the advertised top speed? So you know what? I looked all over for that, dude. I couldn't find it. I could not find the top speed. But you know, like the Kyosho GT2 also doesn't advertise the top speed either. And that one honestly isn't fast, so you can't even get the GT2 anymore. So this is basically the only show in town right now for a Nitro ready to run 8 scale. Now I know Oscar Oquendo had posted pictures of this on his channel. Rather not channel, but more like on his page. And he was one of the first ones to buy him, right? So, and he has like a shit ton of Nitro. So let me see if I can go look at Oscar Quendel's posts in the NitroGang Facebook group. I will do a little search for him. And we'll take a look at the pictures as they are, you know, he took them out of the box. So here's this post, guys. Oscar Quendo, great guy. He's helped the channel like many times, you know, in the past. Also like a fellow New Yorker. So we got Gas 155. What's up, brother? So let me show you his picture. He was like one of the first to get them, and then they were sold out. In fact, I didn't expect him to be back in stock for like maybe a month, right? So let me show you the ones he got, and we'll just take a look at it. Just a little bit of NitroGang appreciation, you know. So Oscar Quendo, NitroGang Facebook group right here. He goes, yes, I have it with me. How impressive is the Serpent Nitro? It's almost as big as the Arma Felony. Wow. The Felony is a 1/7 scale. What's up, Mighty Mike 1996? Happy to see you, man. So this is it. I'm going to take a look at his pictures right here. So I guess in his give it a like, of course. You gotta give NitroGang a like. The box, right? Okay, so yeah, here it is. The body looks like it has the. I mean, I like it, honestly. You know, there's extra decals included. So here is what it looks like under the shell. It really is a beautiful chassis, right? I mean, it's hard to say. It looks like the Kyosho GT2, but the thing is, the GT2 is not even in stock anymore. And the GT2 came with like a low RPM 0.25. This is like a high revving 0.21, like with an inline pipe. So that's like a inline pipe, they call it. It's really, really beautiful, really. Suspension on these Serpents is very good as well. So front end, you know, pretty much normal. There's like a protective film on it, right? So that's one of our friends, Oscar Quendo, in the NitroGang Facebook group. I appreciate him posting it. But let me show you guys, just so you know for a fact, that I do have mine on order. And I don't want you guys to think I'd be trolling you. Okay? So, yeah, you know, I don't want to badmouth the GT2. The GT2 is incredible. But this is a new product. It just got added to the A-Main catalog, right? So back then, I couldn't have fairly compared it, right? But right now, since the Kyosho GT2 is really not even in stock anymore, there's just no choice, you know? So let me see my orders. I'm going to show you guys my order so you don't know, so you don't think I'm BSing you. So here you go, guys. I'm going to show you my order right here. So my order history. Ordered it, baby. Yeah. You see that? You thought I was trolling you, right? So the order has been made. It's already, you know, when I bought this, January 18th. That's yesterday, right? Yeah, that's yesterday. So sickening. So you guys understand? I paid like the regular price. I don't have any kind of coupons for them. It's the same coupons you guys have. So let me show you. If you order it, and please use my link in the description to this video, they do give you a sickening $30 coupon. So it's actually even cheaper than that, right? Like, how you not going to order it? Okay? Like, how you not going to do it? Just do it. Let me make sure it's still in stock, actually. If not, well, we're going to... Okay. Oh, congratulations. They're gone. Congratulations. While I was talking, it's over. It's a goner. Boosted RC, what's up, bro? Well, there you go. Maybe, I mean, you could still do back order. They'll have them in stock. It's not like you're never going to get it. I mean, I would still order it, you know? Like, if you know, don't be pissed or anything like that. But, yeah, it's sold out. Sickening. Sickening. All right. We're going to continue now. But, yeah, I know Terra Curry got one on order. Oscar Aquendo got one. I got one. Well, I don't have it yet, but it's going to be here soon. And I'm pretty excited because I really love the 8 scale on-road segment. It's probably one of the most exciting ones. The thing is, they're very drivable cars. They have a taller ride height, and it's really not like what you would call, let's say, Timothy Kungas goes, I got one, bro. Happy for you, man. So these are pan cars, right? These are tough to work on. You need a starter box. They're non-pull start. These, of course, are a different category. This is totally different category. But this is a vintage SRC. Oh, Pitbull Aircooled, bro. Thank you for that channel donation. It's going to be funding, obviously, the $470 I just spent, you know, but you know, by the way, here's the water leak from my roof on my ceiling. That's the water leak from the ceiling, guys. So, you know, I wasn't trolling you, man. I got to say, it's pretty symmetrical. That is one sickening leak. Okay. Now we're going to continue. These cars are like a completely different level now. I've had a few videos on like the 8 scale pan cars, but they are, you know, generally they're sold as kits. They cost like $700 plus. You need an engine, you need all the electronics, you need a bunch of crap. You know what I mean? Like, so that Serpent is really probably the best of like the RTR world. It's a pull start. Engine is pretty phenomenal. So let's continue, everybody. I got to do a lot of work. In fact, I was hoping I can run this. So we're going to get to the problem with this. Let me just answer a couple of you guys' questions. Got a good question here from Pitbull Aircooled. He goes, did you get your hot water heater fixed? Yes, bro. It cost $1,200, but they installed a very good water heater. I also got like a quarter turn valve installed on top of it as a recommendation from Benjamin Martinez. He knows a lot about plumbing. $1,200, including like a new water pan, like some crap over there. you know, it's a standard gas like water heater, 40 gallons, nothing crazy, right? But $1,200 is not cheap, I gotta tell you. But it is what it is. I guess water heater prices just went up over time, you know. I looked into kind of tankless, but like here in New York City, electricity is really expensive. You really have to have like a gas heater in this case, you know. All right. Now, Eric's RC wants to, can I show the motor? Now, are you referring to this HPI? I'm not sure. But we got to get down to business, guys. Let me just catch up where I am on my own stream right here. I was actually just in KGM 5512 stream before this started, you know. He's working on a Traxxas Revo right now. And honestly, I like that guy. He has a good channel. And I want to also work on a Revo, but I need to work on this today. So let's get down to business. 2006 Hellfire SS. Problem is, it got no brakes, okay? It got no brakes. I don't know why. I tried everything. So I'm going to take the body off in a little bit. Yes, it has to be painted. This is the way this was packaged from the factory. And we'll, I'm going to show you guys what the problem is. Otherwise, this thing is ready for like an actual run, right? Like the engine, it's an older... Savage engine. The engine is not like, you know, these cars didn't come with engines, right? So, but let me see which radio I have, and we'll test out the electronics. There's some kind of brake issue, and unless I am really off base, you know, that's kind of like why I'm doing this stream, because I would appreciate a little bit of advice. But I have worked on brakes of many buggy setups. I pretty much know how the brake system should be going. In this case, everything I've tried doesn't work. Like literally nothing works. Can't even drive this. You know, I have like one of the world's rarest HPIs in 100% new condition. Can't even drive it, you know, like sickening. So let me check out which radio I have. It says 2-11. Let's take a look at this chassis because I don't remember which radio I got. Sickening. You got too many nitros. Don't remember what radio you got, you know. Then we'll take a look at something else. Guys, Friday night nitro. Sickening, okay? All right. Okay. Let's take a detailed look at this from the top-down view. I'll take the shell off, and you guys will see a sickening nitro. More than likely, I don't think anybody has this in the world right now, other than like, you know, well, me. And the reason I got it is because I was given a pretty good deal on it by a friend of mine at the time. He's obviously a collector. Hopefully he comes back to the channel soon. But, you know, sometimes life priorities change. I understand. No hard feelings. Oh, we got Keith. How you doing? He goes, I always wanted one of those. So this model came with a clear, unpainted body shell. So there's still like a protective layer of plastic on it. Or is there? I don't even know if there is. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. I don't know. Okay. So yeah, Mighty Mike goes. He's working on a basket case nitro stampede. It only needs about 150 worth of parts. Oh man, those stampedes, man, they're repairable. They're repairable. Tell us what it needs. Is the engine okay? So let me take the shell off, and we'll determine what radio gear I got in this. So top-down view. Let me just do a little overview on this chassis in general, because chances are most people don't even really know what this is. Now, the modern HPI Vorza, right? So the Vorza is actually larger than this chassis, guys. The Vorza is larger. This is not as big of a chassis as a Vorza. So the upper deck, we have black aluminum. Now, the designer of this model was the same guy that designed the Firestorm. So that's why some of the design features are actually the same. We have a pretty beefy branded HPI front chassis brace right there. And notice this chassis brace only goes to the upper deck right there. This is pretty interesting because normally it just goes to the upper deck and that's it, right? But look at the bottom. Oh, it's kind of hard to see. But if you take a real close look through the middle over there, okay, just take my word for it. There's a second chassis brace from the bottom right there. Oh yeah, there we could see it. It's a pretty intricate design. It's technically like a bi-level. This thing is a bi, bro. It's a bi. It's a bi-level chassis brace design. So there's one on the bottom as well, right? For the actual chassis. So this is like the upper deck for the shock tower brace. Aluminum, real thick gauge aluminum too. And there's another one here. We got a good question from Paver Saver. Have I heard of the Tamiya Nitrage 5.2? Bro, I have one. I did like 3 videos on them, you know. I have one. So Pretty intricate chassis design. I'm not really aware of any other models that have this kind of chassis setup that incorporates a chassis brace from the super thick milled shock tower, and then there's a second one, right? Now, RC Adventurers wants to know, is it heavy? Surprisingly, no, it's not. It is not that heavy. I pick it up pretty lightly. It's actually not bad at all. Now, in the rear end, we have... Is it the same design or is it not the same design? I gotta examine it myself now. Now, in the rear end, it looks like we just have just a regular HPI chassis brace there. Now, factory shocks. This was the SS model. Let me just take off this battery cover because, to be honest with you, I don't remember which receiver I have here. So I need to be testing the brake system at this point. We also have a metal spur gear, which is pretty much factory for this. This one does have sway bars, but I think the rears are not installed. Okay, so Texas Hill gave us the brake specs. I'll have to go to them if this doesn't work, but we're gonna have to do a little trial and error right now. So I actually already referenced that manual Texas Hill, and I still couldn't get the brakes to work. It's real odd. So let me, oh, you know what? There's something with this battery tray that this has to get screwed in. I remember something going on here. Oh yeah, it's like this. There's a screw that goes also. It's not just a body clip. There's like a dual thing. So there's a body clip and also a screw. Interesting setup. Let me just check out which receiver. Okay, so I have the GT5 in there. Okay, so that's it. I don't need to really open it anymore unless the batteries are bad. So we have a GT5. So I need to find the correct receiver, radio rather, number 2. Hold on. Okay, here we go. I got FlySky GT5. This is my number 2 radio. Let me just see if this is all correct. So model number should be 11. Okay, Hellfire. Oh, guys. Okay. It says hell. We're going to hell. Terra Curry wants to know, do we have the disc brakes? Do the pads have... So I'm going to give you a close-up view, and you will see the current setup before I even turn anything on here. Actually, no, I'm going to turn it on. Okay, so it works. This is stock servos. They're super fast. All right? Super fast. Well, I don't want to say stock because, like, technically there are no stock. This was a RTR. This wasn't an RTR. Okay, so let me show you the... So the question was, take a look at the brakes, right? Let me turn this around so we can take a look at the brake setup real close. Okay. So up close, this is what we got. Yeah, we have very thick, well, I don't want to say very thick. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with the disc brakes or the pads. There's brakes and pads and everything, right? In fact, look at the rotors. They're beautiful. They're like cross-drilled. I think these are some kind of upgraded rotors. I don't know. But it's a pretty sickening setup. Obviously, this thing is brand new, you know? Well, you know, from 2006, that is. The problem is, can't get the brakes to freaking do anything. So when I'm pressing the trigger, let me set this back up. Yeah, so I'm going to push the brakes. Let me get my computer out of the way for a minute. So watch this, guys. This is the problem. I'm going to go over here. Under full brake, and we'll check the EPA, we'll check everything. I know there's like a whole process we got to do. It isn't just that easy. Now, under full brake, I got nothing. I mean, I do feel some engagement, but really, this is it. I could easily roll the car. Easily roll it. And I've tried everything, right? Throttle is perfect. Steering is very good. So it's not a matter of bad battery, right? It even steers. Check this out. It's not a matter of weak battery. It even steers on the table, right? Yeah, Texas Hill servo, not moving enough. That's what I see. The problem is, why isn't it moving more? That's actually exactly the problem. Okay. So, let me check my settings on the radio. Oh God, it's really annoying to sit here with the noise from the servo. Okay, so we agree that it's not moving enough. So what I can do now is check the trim settings on the radio. So let's go. You know, I'm doing this troubleshooting with you guys, so we kind of all are on the same page. Don't think I'm a moron and I haven't tried this, okay? Because I know somebody out there going to be like, bro, this guy, he didn't try this before. Why he asking for advice? You don't know how to do this? Okay. I already tried all this. I'm just demonstrating, you know, trial and error to everybody watching this video right now. So let me see where we are. So we'll go to, first we'll check dual rate to make sure we're at 100% dual rate. Okay, so yeah, channel 2 on throttle, we're definitely at 100%, like for sure. So we know it's not a dual rate issue. Then let's go to EPA, right? That's the endpoint adjustment. So let's go to EPA for the throttle and the brake. So we'll go to channel 2. Yeah, GeoMac, we're checking the EPAs. Okay, so throttle, it's 100%. Okay, so my throttle is actually 80. And the brake, watch this. So as I press the throttle, watch this. Throttle is 80% because I limited some of it. I don't want it to open the carb more. So the EPA and the throttle, we're at 80, right? But the throttle is not the problem. The carb opens all the way. The problem is when I press the brake, it's definitely 100% EPA on the brakes. So we okay where we are right now or what? Yeah, Rings goes, we don't need those brakes. Now, Bill Trude goes, not enough torque. That is my other possibility. Frank Slugger, what's up, bro? He goes, longer servo arm or throw is off. So we're going to test out all of the possibilities. I appreciate you guys' comments, you know. But this is the stock servo arm. Check it out. There's, you know, this is a brand new kit that was built a long time ago. Now, keep in mind, I didn't build this. There's no issue with the brakes, right? So let me just... Okay, so basically, yes, if the servo is weak, this will what will happen. But the thing is, I'm thinking, right? Like, no matter how weak the servo is, guys, you should still have brakes. Now, I understand people might be like, the servo's bad. And that might be the only thing that I'll be able to replace. The other thing it could be is bad linkages. But, like, these linkages are brand new. And not only are they brand new, I checked the manual, like the specs of the manual, as Texas Hill recommended. They are in spec. The linkages are in spec. So let me give you a closer look at it. You know, that's basically it. Also, there's no weird geometry. Yeah, Terrakur goes, the brake cam is barely moving. That's exactly the problem right now. So what I can do to troubleshoot this, guys, I think to troubleshoot this, I think we should probably remove the servo horn. What do you think? And I'll just move each of these linkages independently. It's possible that you sometimes have binding in you know, the bearings, but this is a new car. This is a new car. Michael Sucha goes, move the horn one tooth. So the thing is, even if I did that, it will obviously affect my throw for the throttle. Moving it will not really be something that will help in this case. You know what I'm saying? Let me check how these brakes are normally. Okay, so the rotors aren't really even floating. They're like pretty good. There's minimal space here. They're not like stuck or nothing. The car rolls freely normally, right? So I mean, I've been dealing with this for like a long time, guys. I think at this point, what we can do is probably take the servo horn off. So the carb opens perfectly fine, right? You could see right here. Then I thought about, is it possible, guys? I think I see a discovery right now. I think I see a discovery. Does anybody want to show me what I think I just saw? I'm going to point to something from the top-down view. I think discovery just been made. Okay, so I'm going to say, I don't think it's a bad servo. This is a new servo. Now, yes, it's not a powerful servo, but even the worst stock servo should be able to give you brakes. I think it's this. Do you see this throttle returns, this spring that's on this linkage? When I'm applying the brakes, this servo horn should be able to close more. This appears to be extremely compressed to begin with. So basically, this horn cannot retract anymore. I'm thinking it's this spring. But this is like the stock setup. So it's definitely not the servo. We've agreed it's not the servo. I'm quite confident it's this. Guys, let me zoom in. Do you see there's literally no space in that servo spring, in the spring? Look, as I press the brakes, watch this. Watch this. It's fully compressed. So if this spring has nowhere else to go, that's it. We cannot get more brakes. So basically this is like a lever, right? It goes like this, right? Like pretend if one part goes in, one part goes out. Like there's, you know, it's a give and take relationship. It's like being in bed with the Narma, okay? You gotta like hope they don't blow up on you. So I think it's this. By the way, guys, could we get a little shout out to that lighting? Look at that zoom in and the lighting. Who has lighting like this? Literally nobody. I lit up my own life right now. Okay. Okay, so the question is, remove the throttle linkage and see if it moves. So if I remove the throttle linkage, okay, yeah, we could do that. Yeah, we could do that. So what I'll do, I'll remove this throttle linkage from the carb. Let me get some pliers. We'll do that. Looking for some pliers, guys. 1 second there. Hey, Melissa, can you bring me my needle nose pliers, please? They're on the table upstairs, please. Needle nose. We need the needle nose. I lost them. Don't know where they are here. All right, Melissa will come down in a minute. She'll get us the needle nose pliers. Damn, I should have brought them down. I think I've just discovered a problem. It must be the spring. I have to look up in the manual how this should be set up normally. But for now, she's going to bring it down. We'll remove it right here, and we'll see if this linkage moves any more backwards. Okay? We only need a little bit. Yeah, Paper Saver goes, it only needs like 3 millimeters. That sounds about correct, man. By the way, guys, this is like, honestly, usually you do tend to deal with these kind of problems on these models. Guys, we got 125 viewers here. Special thank you for checking out this video. Let's hope to make some awesome RC repairs with great lighting. That's right, Andy Barnett. That's right. Nitro Dude, what's up? If you just joined up, please give this stream a like if you don't mind, you know? If you do mind, then like, you know, whatever. All right, so I'm going to remove this. Oh, man, this thing is on real good. Okay, it's removed. All right. So I was able to remove this. It seems like it's... Okay, so what we'll do now, we're going to press it. We're going to see if this servo horn moves even more. Damn it, it's the same. Damn it. It's actually exactly the same. Let me check out the brakes. Okay, we've only had a 10% improvement in the brakes. I'm moving the car, 10% improvement. There's no way the servo... Is it possible that I actually am incorrect and the servo is super weak? How could it be that weak? This is like a new HPI servo. It still barely moves. So people saying adjust the brake. Let me read your comments, guys. Hold on. Do it right. EDC, what's up, man? So Mighty Mike goes, the servo is just probably bad. So if I recenter the servo horn, it won't give me any more throw. Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, the position of the servo horn is in, guys, right now. This is the most optimal position for brake, right? Because it's already center. So how would this adjust anything? If I recenter this, what would that do? Even if I move this, it won't do anything. This, you see, right? These linkages, they're not binding. They're easily able to move. There's literally, it won't do anything if I recenter it. Let me just check these individual brake cams. The brake cams seem okay. They're already in their most optimal position is what I'm saying. Okay, Rings goes check the sub trim. All right, we'll check the sub trim, okay? Rings, we'll check the sub trim. Can I increase the throw in the brakes? Okay, so let me go back out to the radio. What we'll do, we'll check some of the stuff here. So the EPA for throttle for brake is 100. Now, if I increase it, I can increase it, but like it's not gonna really do anything. Let me check the sub trim. So the sub trim for throttle. I mean, I'm at like 0. Like, that's not going to do anything for me. It's not going to do anything. That's the sub trim there. It's normal. It's not any. So that's not going to do nothing. So the next thing. What about the exponential for steering? Well, we're at 0. We're not really messing with that right now. It shouldn't be that issue at all. Yeah, so Pitbull air cooled here with probably the best advice. So what I'll do first, we'll adjust to 100 on the EPA. But the thing is, the servo doesn't even move anyway, so I'll do 110. It's the same movement. All right, so let's take off the servo linkage. People are saying, Turk, take off the servo linkage. I was really hoping to avoid this, but I guess there's no avoiding the inevitable, right? So RC Off-Road Racing, yes, this is completely centered. There's nothing, this is correctly built. The servo horn is correct. The extension is correct. There's no funny business here, all right? I've worked on many of these cars over the years. There's literally, unless it truly is a super weak servo, in which case we'll have to get a better servo, like a good 25 kg one. So all of the hardware on this model, as you can tell, guys, is like exceptionally nice. This is look at this. Even the screw has its own nice washer. Purple aluminum. This is because this is the SS kit. All right, Paver Saver goes stop. Okay, man, I will stop. Tell us what you're thinking. What are you thinking, Paver Saver? Go ahead. So I'll move it a little, but it won't do nothing because even if I move it, we'll just have to adjust these linkages. It literally won't do anything. You know. I'm thinking it's just a bad servo. So the gap, okay, Nitro and the RC Electrics goes check the gap between the pads and the disc. It appears perfectly normal. Look. It's perfectly correct. There's nothing wrong. It's not binding in this position, and it's not loose. I can't jiggle the brake pads at all. So let me see what Paver Saver is going to say. You know, I do appreciate you guys' support. Okay, Keith, bro, thank you. Keith goes, servo is weak, especially if it's original. I'm leaning towards that. He goes, make sure you have a good voltage. So the voltage should be okay because, we've already verified that the steering is perfect. Right, for an old HPI servo, that's good. But, all right, so what I'll do, I'll remove the servo horn, guys. So thank you for that donation, bro, to the channel. From Keith, appreciate that. So most people are saying the servo is bad. Team Floppy Wiener, how you doing, bro? Team Floppy Wiener, you got me to say your username? It's okay, man. I like your advice here. He goes, the servo is bad. Paver Saver goes, extend brake lever. I don't know what you mean by that because it's already fully extended. This lever is already pretty much. There's no better. All right. So let me remove this. All right. So we've removed it. Let's see what happens, right, people? But the thing is, you ain't gonna be able to. Oh wow, look at that. There's even a little part over here. That's sickening. Okay, so the servo definitely moves both directions the same way, right? This is throttle. This is brake because we increased the EPA. It's a spacer, yeah. This is a really beautiful kit, guys. So the voltage is not the problem unless the servo is truly super weak. Now what I can do, let's examine this linkage. Okay, so it doesn't appear, all of these parts seem to be moving quite well. I don't see anything wrong with this part. The bottom part also seems to be flexible. I could move the bottom brake cam well. So what can it possibly be, man? This moves fine. I can move it like this pretty normally. Was this built incorrectly somehow? It appears to be fine. Let's not lose these high-end components. Let me take a quick extend that lever, Ghost Paver Saver. How am I going to extend the lever? This is already at the tip. Right here, it's already at the tip. I cannot extend it anymore. This is a proper servo horn. There's no way you can get a bigger servo horn than this. This is a huge servo horn. Plus, I noticed this is 23 teeth. Holy shit, that means like the servos I have won't work because they're 25 teeth. Damn, that means all the servos I have. Okay, Robert goes, hold the brake on the transmitter and then adjust the EPA. I've already done that. The EPA is already super high. Like, oh, thank you for that donation from Nitro and Electrics RC towards a servo. I'm thinking it's a servo. I'm going to have to order like one of those 25 kg servos, I think. Let me do a little zoom out. A2RC here. Let me read this comment. A2RC goes, when you push on the brake lever with your finger, can your finger power lock the brakes? I was doing that before. It was hard for me to demonstrate, but to answer your question, yes, it does. So let me move the camera back out. What I'll do from this view, guys, okay, sorry if I'm moving the recording device a little too much. So we have everything removed right now. What I'll do is I will just, with my finger, what's up, Tony, Kettle, Famo, bro, I got your email the other day, Tony. I'm going to include some of your RCs in the video, okay? So it'll be a good day. It'll be a good day. So let me try to move it with my finger. But otherwise, there's nothing. There's no funny business here, you know? Zero funny business. Danny DeVito is not here today. Right, so I'm going to try the upper. The upper one honestly seems too solid. So since this is the rear brake and the bottom is the front, what I'll do, I'll lift up the wheels a little bit and I'll roll the car forward. So I'm going to hold it. Okay, so we do have brakes when I hold it with my finger. Like when I hold it, we do have brakes from the front, but it's a little tight, to be honest with you. It's really tight. It doesn't seem to move that much, the upper one. Let me try the bottom one. We removed this expensive ass spacer. Look how nice this hardware is. Even the servo has a spacer. Okay. So let me move the bottom one with my finger. Huh, that's odd. The bottom one seems to move a lot more. I think. Huh. I noticed there is a completely different amount of space between the front brake rotor and the rear brake rotor. So what I'll do is, it's kind of hard to move it with my finger like that. So now I'll move the front. The front, we have brakes also when I push it. So yeah, I'm making a tire skid. The front brakes are much better. Okay. Why does this part not move as much? Let me give you a close up again. Interesting setup here. Now I know, guys, this is like tough to really discuss on video. Probably everyone's yelling at their screen right now, bro. They're like, why Hybrid not doing what I'm asking them to do? But it's definitely something with this linkage. This upper brake cam, which goes to the rear disc brake, it seems much tighter. I mean, the servo is not terrible. Like, it's not terrible. Why is this one much tighter than the bottom one? So if I move the bottom one, you could see it kind of moving through there. Look how easily it moves. I'm pointing to this, guys, by the way, in case you're not aware of what I'm talking about. I understand the views might be real bad. This bottom one right there. It's very flexible, movable. This upper one, I can barely get it to move a little bit. I'm thinking the screws are too tight on this brake rotor. What do you think? Yeah, Texas Hill is correct. The rear brake disc gap is smaller than the front. Okay, but the thing is, I got no gap in the back. It's literally like there's no gap. I'm gapped out. A Honda could gap me right now. Yeah. Michael Sucha goes, the brake pads. I've never seen these kind of pads. This is like some kind of plasticky material. What is that? But the thing is, this is like a brand new kit that was built. Paver Saver goes, the brake lever is not long enough. Spinning around. Yeah. Adams RC goes, the brake cam might be in backwards. I thought about that also. So guys, I mean, if you want, I could probably... Uh-oh, why are we missing a screw right here? I think somebody was doing some funny business on this model. Let me turn it off. Okay, so let me see. Judge Joe here. He goes, brake cam, easy, not installed correctly. Okay, that's what I was thinking. There's something wrong with this brake cam. Maybe it's flipped backwards and it's not moving correctly. All right, guys, what do you think? Should I remove this upper chassis? What is this called? The upper diff brace? I think it's called the diff brace. Should I remove it? Let's hope we don't strip no screws. I really don't want to get into doing this, to be honest with you, but I guess it has to be done. Should we remove the upper one? I think Dan Davidson, what's up, bro? Sorry if I didn't say hello to you there before. I think we're going to have to remove this entire part. I'm thinking this is installed incorrectly. Okay, so what we'll do... well, I have to remove this with a 1.5 millimeter first. God, this is going to get messy over here. I have to make sure I remember how it's installed. It's going to get real messy. All right, let's remove this part first, so I can at least like slide it out. Okay, so this part is out. Now we can do the 2 millimeter screws. Let's hope nothing here is stripped. I'm not sure which parts are which parts. There's like multiple screws over here. You know what? These screws don't even seem that good. I hope none of them strip. Should it be these inside screws or these outside screws? I'm thinking right now. Let's hope nothing bad happens, guys. Oh my God, I don't want to have to destroy the hardware on this beautiful chassis. Okay, we got one so far. It didn't strip. All right, this one's coming out. I basically need to remove this entire center part. All right. All right. Oh man, look at that long bolt. Yeah, Texas Hill goes check the brake cams. As soon as I start doing this, yeah, I'll remove this. I'm thinking this might be reversed. Look at that long ass screw right there. Those are, you know what those screws are good for, guys? Those are good for like side exhaust headers on HPIs. Yeah, RC Off-Road goes as a throttle trim. So it's definitely, you're correct in like half of what you said, but like we've already tested it, you know. I appreciate your comment, bro. Like, let me not like piss you guys off if I tell you you're incorrect. Like, trust me, I'm not trying to say that, you know. But it's one of these things. This is honestly one of the reasons I hate working on like buggy chassis. Oh, we got Cyclone RC, man. How are you? And Mark Messenger is here. Had a great conversation with Mark Messenger the other day. You know, you got to maintain good, positive relationships with the NitroGang family. Long ass screw. So let me see. Maybe we'll notice something obviously incorrect with this brake cam. But otherwise, RC Off-Road, the throttle trim should be neutral. I shouldn't have any throttle trim issues. Let me check just for you, okay? Let's see what happens. All right. Oh. Let me continue taking these screws off for now. Man, so far we had good luck. No stripped screws, you know. This is kind of like some of the most annoying work, I think, with these damn center diffs. What's up, Bevins Racing? Long time no see, man. Long time no see. How you doing? We're just out here working on a HPI Hellfire SS Super Rare, you know. We got brake problems. I've had this for a while now. I bought this from a viewer of the channel. He built this. He's pretty much a collector. He never ran it. I bought it without the engine. This engine I installed is from, you know, obviously an HPI Savage. But it's a really good quality engine. Well, for what it is, you know. Obviously, there's far better engines, but this is does the job. Bevins Racing Go. Yeah, man, I don't know. My channel don't do notifications anymore. You know, I don't even complain about it now. It's like, it's pretty much, you know, it's like going to work. What's the point of complaining? You got to go anyway, you know? It's like when you wake up in the morning, sure, I want to complain. Can't be complaining too much. Be pissing people off around you, okay? Okay, so let's, okay, so it looks like we need to take these off too. Interesting. There was one that was already disassembled here. Okay. Oh man, this is real slow right here. So the reason I'm doing it slow is because I'm trying not to obstruct the view for you guys. We got close to 120 viewers in the stream. Two more screws, I'll be able to gently lift that up. right. Unfortunately, the Hellfire cannot get them anymore. Now, this was replaced with the HPI Trophy Truggy, which in my opinion, and many people's opinion, was a superior, a less superior car. Chassis, rather, or less superior. This was the SS model, so it had the really nice hardware. Nothing you see here is optional. This was all from the factory, other than the engine. Okay, so we're almost there, guys. Almost there. Man, detail stuff is annoying. Thing is, I want to run this thing already, you know? All right, let's lift this up. Let's see where we're at. I don't want to, like, get these, there's, like, little spacers here. Don't want to lose the spacers. This is for a fuel filter. You know what? I do have a fuel filter. We got to install a fuel filter. All right. Let me make sure this is good. Okay. So this part has just come off easily. There's nothing funny here. We have like spacers right there. Let me take a look at the bottom. Looks normal. Just a little bit of oil, it looks like, from the center diff probably. No funny business here. Nice piece of machine aluminum. All right, put that to the side. And now we're looking at the brake parts themselves. Let me zoom in. Guys, we zoomed in a lot. Look at that zoom job. Now, what I'll do, probably have to remove the brake cam. Let me just see with my finger. Okay, so I'll remove the brake cam. All right. So it was in this position. It looks exactly the same in each position. So I don't know how it could be in the wrong position. It's the same on this side as it is on that side. There's no obvious issue with it that I can tell. Yeah, it's right. Texas Hill goes, it's right. Texas Hill is following the manual. It's correct. The way it's positioned, I just don't see how this could be incorrect. Unless these bolts are too tight right there. Because I noticed the front is a little looser. You see how the pad floats a little more? It has more room. I'm thinking we need to remove, undo some of this. I think that's the problem right now, guys. What do you think the problem? So, the conclusion I've come, when the servo opens up, listen, hear me out. When the servo opens up, if you have inconsistent spread, well, I don't know if spread is not the right word, distance, well, I guess, what is the right word? If your brake bolts are inconsistent on the front and the rear, then obviously one of them will have more brake than the other. And it will, if the gap is incorrect, I'm thinking we need to turn these back like 2 turns. So let me put this part back. This part is definitely correct. So that's how it was. There's definitely nothing incorrect with that brake cam. This brake cam looks exactly the same also. Definitely nothing wrong with this brake cam. The problem is, how the hell am I going to do this? I have to remove the engine now. Damn. I have 2 options, guys. What options do I have? I can either tighten up the front or loosen the rear. Yeah, Rinks is also a good point. I was just thinking of that as I said it. Rinks goes, if that were the case, you would have a lot of rear brakes. And you're correct. I actually had almost no rear brakes. So it can't be that. But we do know that it's definitely not the same in the rear as it is in the front. That is for sure a fact, right? I think we can confirm that as a fact. Damn, I have to remove the engine now. Eric's RC goes, just go to Taco Bell. Bro, I would right now, you know, but it's like snowing. Like, kind of got like, you know, Melissa sick and shit. King, how am I going to do this? I won't be able to do this. I have to take the engine out. Damn, I really didn't want to have to take the engine out. There's no way I can get into here. The L key won't work. Look how tight that is. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to take the center diff from the bottom and lift it up. LL goes, I still think it's a lever adjustment. I think the only way I can set these a little bit wider is to undo the 4 screws holding this from the bottom, guys. What do you think about that? Damn, I didn't really want to have to do this. Let me think. All right, what I can do is put this upper part back in. Now, taking the carb off, I don't want to get into removing the carb. That's going to be a nightmare. So what I'll do, I'm going to put this stuff back for now. Just temporarily. Let me clean the front a little. I don't want to put dirty stuff back in. All right, so what I'll do, I'm going to have to move it from the bottom. God, this is really annoying. But I think, okay, so what I'll do, I'm going to just tighten it down a little bit for now so the stuff doesn't, like, fall off. And we'll remove the diff, center diff area thing from the bottom. This is just temporary right here. Yeah. Who? What? Oh. All right. Okay, Texas Hill goes, the levers are correct. All right, so I'm thinking it's probably the brake. Okay, well, okay, it could be something else. It could be a bad servo, but I think we've confirmed this is too tight, right? You guys think this is too tight in the rear? Yeah, Paper Saver goes, pretend it never happened. We literally got no brakes. Okay, so what I'll do, I'm going to try to lift this from the bottom, now that it's not going to fall out, you know, and I'll turn these back like 2 turns. The reason is this front moves, it's a little flexible, and the back, I can't move it at all. Okay, so we guys okay with that? We okay with that? Damn, this is real annoying. Okay, well, I think hopefully we'll, you know. I already looked at the manual, guys. I don't want you to think I'm just pretending I know what I'm doing. I looked at the manual before. Don't think this is my first time doing this. I've already tried to fix this like 8 times. Of course, you know, I haven't had success, so I guess that's pretty bad. But, all right, so let's, what I'll do, the top part's not going to fall apart now anyway, so what I'll do is I'll try to remove the diff so I can kind of move it up and adjust it. That's probably going to be the best idea. What do you guys think about that? Man, look at this beautiful chassis. Only minimal scuffage over here. All right. So I'll try to remove the chassis a little bit there. So far, the screws are actually really good hardware parts. Yeah, this model is really, really clean. Like, guys, it's probably unlikely any of us will ever see a Hellfire SS like this ever again. So let's take a moment to appreciate a vintage greatness right here. So, you know, I don't think I have to remove all of it. Oh, you know what? I don't think that's the diff. That's not the diff. This is the diff. What am I doing? This is the diff. Man, this is really annoying work right here. Yeah, Paper Saver goes, send it to HPI. You might get a Toyota service. I'll be honest with you guys, I was driving my old Prius one time, and I have a video of it. It's actually one of my most popular videos. The brakes failed while I was driving, but like the master brake cylinder just like exploded basically. They fixed it for free and gave me a Mazda 3 rental for like 2.5 weeks. You know? And keep in mind, the car already had 140,000 miles on it. You know? So, oh shit, almost scratched the chassis. I think what I'll do, I'm going to remove these 2 bolts and I'll just kind of jiggle it. And it should lift up. Guys, thank you for being here. Friday night Nitro. Now, I want you to understand, guys, I know sometimes there's like haters later on. I don't mind a good hater. Well, be a rational hater, you know. If you're going to be saying things like, oh, Hybrid, he an idiot. He was born yesterday. Is this his first Nitro? Don't be a jerk. All right? Don't be a jerk. A lot of this is trial and error. I don't claim to be an expert. Just a guy with a broken HPI. What do you think about that? That's true, actually. I'm a guy with a broken HPI. I mean, literally none of that is false. Yeah, maybe a little, but... All right. Let me see if I can just jiggle this part up. Oh. I'm a guy with a broken HPI. Sounds like a country song. Guys, country song. Charlie T, man, what's up? Thank you. I'm not a genius, but I do what I can, This ain't a tutorial. This is just a guy with a broken HPI fixing an HPI. That's what this is. Okay, but what just happened is not what I intended to happen. But it's okay. I guess this all lifted up on its own. It's all right, we'll put it back. Sickening. I guess those screws were holding this also. All right, so basically the brake bolts just all came up. It's okay. It's fine. I was just trying to get this anyway. This is some weird brake pad material. I will admit it. Texas Hill, does this brake pad material look correct to you? Sickening. Damn, this is one leaky center diff. Oh, Lucas Stolka, well, welcome back to channel membership, gang. You must feel bad for me over here, dealing with what I have to deal with. Let me give you a closer up view of this. Dude, look at how oily this whole center part is. It's all right, doesn't matter. Those are pretty nice brake discs, though, right? Look at those brake discs. Those are pretty sickening. I mean, this has to be stock. Yeah, Atomic Energy, what's up? He goes, got a leaker. Yeah, this is I mean, it's literally brand new. It's a kit, but it's literally brand new. Let me check out this brake pad issue. Let me get closer over here so we can get some light. Look at all that oil. Oh my God. Is this the correct brake pad material? It literally seems super hard. And it's like not rubbery. It's not soft. I don't even know how this couldn't be brake pad material. Is this incorrect? Anybody know if this is the correct? I mean, it does look like a proper HPI part. Look how properly it's cut. But come on, guys, give me a high five for the lighting in this video. The lighting is epic, though. Come on. Look at that lighting. This is HD Stream Gang. It's fiberglass brake pad, yeah. How could that even be? A fiberglass brake pad? I've never heard of that. Usually they're like a softer material. Who designed this thing? Bro, who designed this? Okay, anyways. There's really not much I could do. I could like maybe clean it up a little bit, but either way, the oil is going to get there anyway. So let me clean this up a little bit, and then we'll move the screws out, Sick. I was beyond sick over here. What's going on? I've never seen a brake pad made out of fiber material. I mean, I know, because like, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, I'm feeling it right now with like, it's hard. There's no way that this will create any clamping power on metal. This is not like a fibery material like they use on cars, like a metal pad, whatever. What I can do is just maybe turn these out a little bit because they were a little too tight. Are we in agreement on that? Yeah, there's some weird shit going on over here, guys. All right, JCL Castellan, bro, I appreciate you being here. You had both. Why are my brakes not working, man? This is like almost a brand new. Well, it's literally a brand new SS kit, Are these the correct brake pads for this model, JCL Castellan? Also, I really do like to have like fuel tubing here. Let me turn this out like 2 turns. All right, so what I'll do, we're going to turn it out a little. So we're looking at the turn and G logo. So guys, what do you think? 1 turn, 1.5 turns? How many turns do you want me to do? I'm going to wait till you tell me how many turns. Yeah, John Henson goes, wonder if it's oil on them. The thing is, like, I've ran buggies with, like, the pads oily. It still was fine. It wasn't like this. Like, you still had brakes. Nitro and Electric Cross, he goes 2 turns. Dakota goes 1 turn. Okay, so JCL Castellan confirms it's the correct SS brake pad. All right, so we'll do 1 turn, okay, guys? So right here, turn and G logo is on my left. I mean, on my right. And I'm going to turn counterclockwise, and then we'll Oh, that really... Damn, something just fell. That plastic washer fell. Make sure I put the plastic washer back. We'll do 1 turn. Okay, you know what? I feel like we need half a turn. No, let's do 1 1/4 turns. 1 1/4 turns. Okay, I did 1 1/4 turns. Okay, 1 1/4. All right. So 1 and... so the distance should be 0.25 inches. The thing is, I don't have a measurement like that. 0.25 inches. This appears to be close to 0.25. Okay, let's do this one now. 1 1/4 turn. Okay, so I'm going to start right here. Okay, I'm going to start right here. We'll do 1 1/4 turn. Okay, you know what? I just realized something. I have to put it back. Okay, that's correct, I think. Just realized something. The Turnigy logo is on both sides. Damn it. I need to go get the calipers to measure this. All right, this is the part that fell out from the top. Damn it. I realized I was incorrect. Does this go from the top or the bottom? Oh, that must be from the bottom. How did this go? Hey, Melissa, there's those metal caliper things on the table. Can you get me the calipers? I forgot how this went. This was probably like this. Yeah, this is probably like this from the bottom. Okay, I need the calipers. Damn it. All right, I'm going to pull up the HPI manual myself right now, so give me a second, guys. Okay, so we'll go to Google. I'm going to look it up myself. All right. For now, let me just stay here for a minute. I'm going to put an HPI Hell manual. And we'll look it up on the computer right here. Six turns out, 5 turns in. Okay, we're not talking about the idle gap. What are you guys talking about right now? Here we go. We're talking about the disc brake. Okay, so here's the Hellfire SS manual. Let me just get to the brake part. Let me see a brake setup.
We're on a table, babe.
It should be on the table, I think. All right, so front assembly, transmission assembly 62. Assembly 14. All right, I'm gonna have to go through every single page now. Sickening. Let me see. All right, well, at least the HPI manual is sickening. I mean, come on, look at that detail. That detail, impeccable. You really get to learn your nitro, man. You really get to study it. Yeah, Robert, yeah, the trial of the servo is very important, but that's going to be part 2. Okay, so here are the fiber. Okay, so here, yeah, it's correct. These are the fiberglass disc pads. It says fiberglass brake pad. And this is the wave brake disc. It's called the wave brake disc. Never heard of a brake disc like that in my life. The wave brake disc. So let me get down to the instructions. So the parts are correct, actually. As expected. I mean, I didn't think they were not correct. All right, so we're getting down to the diffs. Then we'll get down to the brake pad setup. And I'll just check how many turns out it should be. Holy moly, this is like some detailed stuff over here going on. These are the turnbuckles, drivetrain. It's that the metal thing.
I know it's the metal.
It might be on the table. It's not here. I was measuring a carb with it before. Okay, so let me get down to it. There should be an assembly for brakes. Texas Hill, what page was it on? You see, it's already installed. Did I skip it? I think I skipped it. Okay, text still goes, I went too far. I think I skipped it. Yeah, we need to assembly of the brake pad system. Here it goes. Okay, so here is the brake pad going in, but it doesn't tell you. So I need this part with the screws. 26. Okay, page 26. Yeah, I skipped one page. Here we go. All right, here we go. Let me zoom in. Brake pads. Let me see if there's any instructions on it. Okay, so here's the info. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Texas Hill. This is what he was referring to right here. The brake pad info. Okay. So it says. Let me get this closer, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So, where's the front, and where is the rear? It doesn't matter. This is the part we're talking about right here. 6.5 millimeters. Let me give you guys a close up. So this is the part we need. The 6.5 millimeters. So distance between this plastic housing and the bolt should be 6.5 millimeters total. All right. So, I mean, the rest of my linkages looked correct. 2, 4. So the bottom one is the front. The bottom one is the front brake. It looks correct. All right, let me go get my calipers. All right, guys, let me get the calipers. All right, the linkage looks correct. Let me go get the calipers. You guys just chill here for a minute. I'm almost back. Almost back. All right, everybody. Bad news, bad news. Can't find the calipers. Don't know where they are. I'm going to have to buy some. Don't know where they are. You lost them. Don't know where they are. Can't find them. All right. Can't find them. Give me a second here. We're going to do this. All right, guys. Hold on a second. Let me just take a look at some of your comments, and we'll get back to what it is that we're doing over here. Sickening. All right. So let me give me a second here. I gotta preheat my face a little. It's cold, okay? All right. Let me heat my face up a little. You ever do this? I do it. You need a little preheating? It's red. Look at that. Oh, somebody forgot to turn the heat on. Right. I'm gonna have to buy some digital calipers online. All right. I feel better. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to just like manually check the screws now. So, oh, man, I don't know where my calipers are. I lost them. I have to buy some calipers after this video. Probably like 25 bucks on Amazon or something, like good ones. Or I think I turned it out enough actually. I just put it back in. All right. All right. Let's just put this part back in, and we'll just hope for the best, you know. All right, so if that doesn't work, we'll have to get a new servo. All right. Okay. So the front and the rear should be similar, Texas Hill, because I know when I started, this had a good amount of movement, and this one I turned out about 1.5 turns each. So I'm thinking at this point they should be equivalent. At this point, right? It might still be worse, but I'm thinking I'll end up with the same result. Let me just put this back in and hope it goes in. But the rest of the brake system seems correctly set up. Like I don't see any obvious issue here. Oh, our R3 goes, A-Main has a set of calipers for 27 bucks. Okay, LL, what's the problem? All right, let me put this back in for now because like this is gonna move. It's gonna be annoying. All right, so this part is in. Let me see. Paver Saver goes, can you verify? I'm not sure what that means. Okay, let's see. Paver Saver goes, front brake linkage is on bottom and rear brake linkage is on top. Okay, so can I verify? All right, so the front brake linkage, okay, so yes, this is the front. You're looking at the front of the chassis. The front is for sure on the bottom. It's correct. Like, I already checked that, you know? It's correctly assembled. It's for sure correct. The front is on the bottom and the back is on the top as it was. Okay, it's correct. I'm going to have to buy some calipers, guys. Let me go to Amazon right now. Damn, I don't know where my calipers are. Okay, so what are they called? Digital calipers? Digital caliper. Yeah. Let me see what we got here for digital calipers. Okay, the cheapest are like 15 bucks. Oh no, there's some other cheap ones over here. I don't think I'm gonna get these. Digital caliper, let's see. Inch and millimeter conversion. Should have bought this stuff a long time ago. I'm gonna buy these later. Let's see. All right, so this one is in millimeters. Pretty good. All right, I'm gonna buy this later. All right, well, definitely check my pocket. It's not in my pocket. It's a giant metal tool. I would definitely have it. All right, let's get back to this. Just did a little bit of field research right there. Field research. All right, let's install it back. And we'll, okay, so it spins freely. It spins okay. Let me just put all the stuff back, I guess, for now. And we'll see how it goes. Damn, it's gonna take me a while now. That's all right, guys. It's no big deal. All right, let me put all this stuff back. I mean, so far, honestly, this thing is built pretty well. Not that difficult to work on, other than the brake issue. It's kind of like the big issue here. Special thanks to you guys for joining me here on this Friday night Nitro. You know, working on brakes like this is kind of like, honestly, really irritating, but it's got to be done. Monty Kriska Jr., what's up, brother? If you guys just happen to come here in the stream, if you don't mind, please give this video a like. If you don't mind, you know, the second part of this video, I'm talking about the new Serpent. It is on order. Now, they're already sold out, so, you know, you could still back order it. It'll ship to you as soon as they get them. I put a link for it in the description of this video, guys. I would honestly still back order it, right? Still use the coupon code before, like, it expires before the end of this month, because, like, you don't know how long they're going to even last. Let me get this done. We'll just check it again. If that doesn't work, I mean, the only other situation, it could just be a bad servo. Well, we verified the servo does in fact move. So I don't know how bad it could actually be. I mean, it literally moves, but it could be weak. But really, you should never have brakes that are so tight that like your servo can't move them. That should not be the case, really, ever. Yeah, Mike Manzo, yes, I know what you're talking about. Sometimes the brake cam itself gets gummed up, especially on like the RC10 GT and even the RS4s. That is like a common thing on the RS4s. Happens like half the time. Guys, tomorrow there might be a NitroGang deal going down. Okay, so wish me luck. Unless you hate me, in which case probably you can do something terrible. Okay, so we do have a little bit of movement here with the brake. Now it's not totally tight. I'll install it back in. We'll see how it goes. Let me get the bottom screws in, and we'll basically wind this up. Right. Then we'll put in the brake cam on top, and we'll test it out. All right. Pitbull air-cooled ghost. Diff grease might be a part of the problem. It could very well be. You know what? You might be right. It might be the combination of the diff grease and the fiberglass brake pad. Man, I'm wondering if the regular Hellfire RTR had like a different brake pad material. I'm gonna have to check the manual later. But right now, let me just get this thing back in how it is. Let me see if we've made any progress. Probably not though. This for sure is one of my best nitros, guys. I'll tell you right now. It's probably, these cars sell for, $400 or $500 on eBay. Well, not the RTR ones, but like the SS. All right, this is pretty good. The bottom is tight. Everything is good on the bottom there. Let's assemble the upper deck. Oh man, these repairs are getting to me right here. Okay, repairs are getting to me. Hey Melissa, can you please bring that timer upstairs? I have a request from a viewer. He asked me to do a little something at the end of the video. There's like a little timer, please. Let me assemble this back. So this was about like 4 millimeters or something. Right. Let me check how far this brake cam has to be. Okay, the brake cam on the top has to be 2 millimeters sticking out. 2 millimeters. Okay, so I'll tighten it up. This seems about 2 millimeters. It really doesn't matter. 1 millimeter here and there is not going to change anything. The linkage has to be either way, like at a certain level. So okay, so I noticed it's a little crooked. Hold on. So this loop should be straighter. Loop is crooked. Okay. Otherwise, the linkage is going to bind. All right. It's basically it's free. Let's put the servo spacer back on. Look how nice this hardware is on all of this HPI stuff. The only other variable it could be is a bad servo. So we'll see where it is. Get this back in. How am I gonna get this thing back in? you know what? Was it like this way? I don't remember which way it was. Anybody remember which way this was facing? Which way was this facing? I think it was definitely this way. There, is this a 23 millimeter spline servo horn? It is. All right, this was the correct position. Michael Sucha, yes, I got the washer that fell off. I put it back in already a little early. You see, look at the plastic washer right there where the camera's sitting. That's it. Damn. Trying to squeeze this brake thing back in. I'm thinking, is this washer necessary? How does this washer do anything over there? You see that aluminum washer under the servo horn? Maybe it'll tighten itself down when I put it in. Oh, we missed one screw. We missed a screw over here. How come nobody told me I missed a screw, yo? Come on. Come on, guys, come on. Yeah, it's for bling for sure, right? All right. I don't know if I can get this thing to sit correctly now. Let me just put it in normally. All right, it sits normally now. How do I get this thing to go in correctly? Yeah, that's one of the screws was already missing. Various happenings. Yeah, one of them. All right, what I'll do. I don't understand. How is this thing supposed to? This part. How is this supposed to sit? Can I get it to go over it? The flat part goes down. Okay. All right. Okay, that makes sense. This is all right. All right, let's try it again. Pretty sure it was in this position. Yeah. All right, I'm pretty sure it was this position. Let me just check it how it is standard. You know, with this setup. Holy moly, this one. We'll put the electronics on, and if we need some adjustment, I'll do some. All right. So it's normal, it's tight, it's nothing to strip. Okay, guys, I'm going to plug in the power. Well, it's already plugged in. All right. The servo, the throttle thing is still off right now. We're not using that. Okay, so everything moves. Yeah, we got the same brakes we had before. I'm doing full brake right now. Full brake. It's still full brake. It's this part right here. Unless the servo is really truly weak. Like, how weak can it possibly be? You know what? What I'll do, I'm gonna press full throttle and hold it. See how weak it actually is. Guys, it's not that weak. I mean, it's moving my finger. It's moving my finger. Like, it's not that weak. It just doesn't move this part that well. So it's correctly centered. There's nothing wrong with the centering. Unless it's just like a super weak servo. How can it be that weak? Damn, I don't want to get into like digging into that battery box. So yeah, Jared Smithers goes, something appears to be binding. Unless the servo is truly super weak. So there's no binding here. There's no binding there. This appears to be set up correctly. So this part moves normally. Look how much movement we have on this. Steering to throttle. So steering is normal movement. So LL goes, yes, the steering, no, this ball could be screwed in. Yes, it's on a threaded rod. Yes, I know this is a threaded rod. The thing is, the servo isn't moving. Let's see, when I hit the brakes, it needs to move more. It needs to move like another 20 degrees. It can't move because it's too weak, or the linkage is binding more than it should be. So where are we at on this, guys? I think we're going to have to do a servo on this. I'm going to turn it off. Yeah, it's what we can agree on is it's not getting full travel for sure. Yeah, so Texas Hill goes, what's up with that servo? It's for sure the servo. Speed Addiction goes, bro, wait up. Hulkamania is about to come to town. Okay, guys, I was just watching a, let me change this a little bit. So, Jared Smithers, the servo moves fully in and out. Like, there's no issue with the servo like that. I think it's just a weak servo. So, Monte Cristo, it's definitely not the trim. We already tried the trim. I am normal on every trim I've checked, you know. Robert goes, hybrid, it's a transmitter adjustment. It should have 50% and 50%. Well, yes, ideally. We have full throttle, and we have not enough travel for the brake. Yeah, Jared Smithers, yeah, no, it's all good, bro. Don't worry about it. You know, I'm not holding you hostage to, like, you know, watching the whole stream, you know. So, Josh Herman, what's up? Our EPA on the radio is good. I just checked it. I'm not going to go through it again. JCL Castellan, the endpoints have already been increased to, you know, more. And it's not, yes, this is the Fly Sky GT5, everybody. It's a good radio. I trust it. There's nothing wrong with the radio itself. All right, I'm going to turn it off. I think it's going to be a bad servo in this case, everybody. I think it's the servo. I could swap out a servo real fast right now, but it's going to be a bad servo. So let me take a little minute here of a conversation break. So I've already done everything. I mean, obviously it's binding. It's not really binding. Okay, binding is not the right word because there is no binding. It doesn't have enough travel and for the brake, right? So either the linkage is too tight, and obviously it is, because, you know, I think the servo is just not strong enough. I've actually almost never come across a servo that was not strong enough in, like, stock form. Usually the servo should overcome whatever normal brake setup you have. Now, obviously, it won't overcome, like, a defective linkage or anything like that, you know? Let me see what you guys are saying. So, Jared Smithers, there's nothing wrong with the radio settings on this. I've already checked it. Like, I've adjusted the brakes on buggies many times. This is like a basic dual disc brake, you know, front rear bias setup. There's nothing crazy here. It's built as per the specs. Many people have seen it. There's no funny business going on here right now. But I'm thinking it's just a servo at this point. Okay, what do you guys say? I'm going to look at your comments here in a little bit. So if I plug in a servo from another car, the problem is I'm looking at the servo horn. It says 23 teeth. Now, I only have 25 tooth servos. I don't even have a 23 tooth servo. Like, how the hell did HPI put in a 23 tooth spline on the servo horn? I have no idea how they did that. That's not even like a thing. That's usually, correct me if I'm wrong, that's a Savox thing, right? I think Savox is 23 teeth. Well, the servos that come in Armas, right? No, the Spectrum 23? I think Spectrum is 23. Right. Yeah. Frank Slugger goes, you might not have a brake, but you have 2 speeds. Bro, unfortunately in this, I don't even have a 2-speed. I got 1 speed. We got those speeds, you know? All right. Yeah, Atomic Energy here goes, it's the Spectrum. Yeah, so the Spectrum servos are 23 tooth. So the thing is, this brake linkage is pretty complicated. I don't want to get into removing, like, this whole linkage. It's annoying. I'm probably going to have to get a 23 tooth servo and just see how it goes. All right, guys. You want to take a look at something else for now? The situation going on here, man. I don't know. I can't figure this out. I've been dealing with this for, like, super long. We took it all apart. The only thing it could still be is the throttle servo. It just must be weak, you know? Like, what else could it be, everybody? I don't know what else it could be. You know, I'm pretty much an expert when it comes to brakes, you know. Some people are experts at breaking things, you know, bending chassis, you know, but I'm not one of those guys, right? So Mighty Mike goes, it looks like your transmitter throttle trigger travels 70-30. not 50-50. So, no, so this is not a Traxxas radio. This is 50-50, like for sure. Like I use this radio and everything. Like I would know if the travel was incorrect, you know. I don't think that's correct. Probably. All right. Anyways, we're gonna have to put this one to the side. I can't do nothing with this one right now, you know. Yeah. So Jason Brawley goes, he agrees. It looks like that's what it looks like. You think my travel is incorrect. So the thing is, I will prove it to you again. Everybody here that just came, guys, I'll tell you that the travel is correct. Okay. So one last time, I'm going to take the servo horn off and I will power it on. Okay. So Atomic Energy goes, it looks like the servo is bad. I agree also. So the reason is, I understand right now. I'll do it again. All right. For people. It looks like we have full throttle, right? Throttle is normal, but no brake travel. So what I'll do, I'll take off the horn again for the people that, you know, maybe missed it. And I'll show you that the servo does, in fact, have full travel and brakes. Okay. Plugging in a different servo won't help me with this problem. Oh, well, we lost that part. No, the spacer. Get the spacer. Get the spacer. Okay, get the spacer. All right, so I'll show you right now, guys. So just, I'm going to zoom in on the servo. Hopefully you could see the travel. I know it's hard to see because it's not like colored or anything. But look at that zoom on the travel. Oh my God, that is the biggest servo on a live stream I have ever seen. Guys, give me a thumbs up for that zoom in on the servo with the lights. Look at that freaking zoom. Okay, so this is full throttle, right? I'm going to show you right now. See, look at my finger. Oh my God, I'm zoomed in so much I can't even tell where we're zooming anymore. Okay, so check this out. Full throttle, right? Holy moly. This is the biggest throttle trigger zoomer ever. All right, full throttle. So we know the throttle is good. Now we're going to do brakes. You see that? It actually moves a ton. That's almost like an 80-degree movement. So the servo, it's not the EPA. Everyone that's saying it's the EPA, it's not the EPA. The servo moves perfectly fine. It's just super weak, okay? If you want to zoom in on something, I'll zoom in on whatever you want, you know? Bro, look at that engine head. Look at that purple gang. It's a mechanical issue, guys, as you've just said, yeah. It's not, it's literally a servo issue. Mechanical weakness of the servo. For some reason, I just start thinking of Chinese buffets. All right, let me put this stuff back in. The world's biggest zoom in. Yeah, Atomic Energy is correct. It doesn't move all the way once a load is applied. That's exactly correct. And that is the main issue. It must be a weak servo. So Monte Cristo, yes, the brakes are super weak. That's why I'm doing this. Can't get it to like really, it's not drivable. It's got no brakes, you know. This is a high-end chassis. Like, I'm not trying to kill it. LL goes, put some pressure, see if it can turn your finger. I already held it like with a servo horn. It does move it. It's not dead. Yeah. Atomic Energy goes, we got the zero brake gang. That's basically what we got right now. So the servo has some heft, man. I had my finger here before. It was moving it. Look at that zoom in with the perfect lighting. That's beautiful. That is some HPI hardware. All right, so for now, I'm going to have to order like a 23-tooth servo somewhere. Because like this servo horn is really nice. I'm not trying to replace servo horns. Okay, so we got a good comment here from Eric's RC. He goes, reverse the throttle to see if it moves in reverse. So I'll reverse the throttle, okay? So we'll do a throttle reverse. We'll see if anything happens. Okay, so this is normal right now. We're in normal mode. So I'll go to throttle reversing. It's channel 2 reversing. Okay, so it's reversed. Okay. Huh. Look at what we get now. Oh, no. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same. My bad. It's the same. It's the same. So check this out. Now, when we got brake, we got full throttle, right? That's normal position. That's full throttle. when we give the brake, it's even worse now because our EPA is lowered. It's even worse now. So the reverse and the servo didn't do anything in this case. Back to normal. You see that? It's just not strong enough to pull this linkage. It needs to like pull a lot more. Freaking sickening is what's going on. All right, I'm gonna shut it down. All right, it's toast, like a toaster. Lotus 420 goes, it could be a bad servo. I'm thinking that's what it is, but this is literally brand new, like, you know, whatever. All right, let's move on to the next car, guys. Next car, okay? One disaster, but I would still say it's okay because check out the shock towers. Those are some juicy shock towers. Look at that milling job. Generally, only really like high-end, you know, Technos, Team Durango, Associated RC8 style, like, you know, race cars have machined aluminum shock towers like this. This is literally like 5 millimeters, it looks like. Maybe 4 or 5. HPI logo in the front too. Beautiful. All right. I'm going to put the body back on. I think we've hit a brick wall, so to say, to a degree. The engine is fine though. So let me assemble this. I'm going to have to like troubleshoot with a servo next. The only thing is they make this body like you can't even put it on. It's the most annoying body to put on in the world. How are you supposed to put this on while you're driving? All right, I don't know. All right, so that's basically it. Yeah. All right, guys, let's do next, okay? Hellfire SS still got brake. I think the only thing it could be is the servo. There's literally nothing it could be. There's nothing it could be. All right, next up. Now this one isn't as exciting. Okay, it's not as exciting, but it's still a pretty interesting chassis, considering what it is. Now this body is trash. Don't even talk about it. Obviously, it's not from this. Okay. So I recently finished doing a video on this one. This is a very old, one of the very first oh, what the hell's going on over here? Why is this off? One of the very first HPI Hellfire. Oh shit, what am I talking about? Not Hellfire. Hot bodies. This is a hot bodies. Now I know it looks just like, dude, my fuel line is like, it looks like a bullet. And that's because, oh man, check that out. Look how old that fuel line is. It just split like right there as I was putting it on. It just split. Damn. I need that fuel line. I don't think it'll be... Yeah, Atomic Energy goes Splitsville. Damn, I don't think I have enough long fuel line anymore now. I think I'm going to have to use purple fuel line. I didn't want to have it come to that. I really prefer to clear. Damn it. This is not long enough. It was too tight. Let me see if we could put it on. I mean, it'll fit, but like you're not really supposed to have the pressure line be in such a stress angle. God, I can't even get this thing on. Ah, damn. This fuel nipple is like, pressure line is really tight over there. I think I'm gonna have to put this one on. God, I didn't really want to go purple. What do you guys think? Go purple or go home? What I'll do... I'm going to put it on this way first. I can't get this on. Might be like some weird old fuel line. It's split again. It's split again. This is like, this fuel line is toast. Split again. Splitsville. It must just be old. I have to throw it out. All right, we'll use the purple. Didn't want to go purple, but we're gonna have to go purple. This fuel line's too long. Yeah, that fuel line is old. That's why it's split. It's split like it had somewhere to go. All right. God, this is ugly. Whatever. It's better than no fuel line. I mean, you could probably trim it a little, but I'll do that later. All right, guys. I think that's going to be it for today. I was going to do a little bit more, but I think we're going to have to call it a day. I'm really hungry. I would do a 2-minute countdown, but I'm not going to do it right now. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back with more. This is going to need a little bit of work. I got stuff to do. Thank you guys again. You know, check out some of the recent videos I've put out on the channel. That would really, help me out. But also, they're good videos. They're good videos. Tomorrow's going to be a sickening video. If you're looking to buy any RCs, any parts or whatever, please use any of my links in the Nitro in this description of this video. That would also help me out. And guys, I got 2 speeds. NitroGang. They got ESCs. Okay. All right, guys. You all have a good night. Thank you for being here, and go repair your nitros and go burn some nitro tomorrow. Okay. It's Nitro weekend, everybody, and I gotta go to Taco Bell. Good night.